Content warning. The stories and themes shared throughout this podcast may contain themes that can be distressing for you. If needed, please pause and do what you need to do to take care of yourself. If needed, please reach out to a mental health professional for support.
Welcome back to another episode of Resilient AF with Blair and
Alana.
we like to play Mad Libs. Well, no, let me try that again. I like to talk and sometimes I pause, and Alana's unofficial, I don't know, ADHD fills in my sentences or cuts me off. So I just gave her an opportunity to Mad Lib herself.
Okay, but to be fair, you used to, and I know this is something we talked about that you worked on, you used to talk a mile a minute. And so I'm still getting used to the fact that your pauses are just pauses and not the end of a thought.
But also though, yeah, there's that, but also sometimes I don't even finish a sentence and you like fill in my words for me.
I got excited.
Yeah. Um, okay, so update time. Where do we even begin? Where should we begin? Why don't I
That's
begin?
like
Because I have a lot to update and
you do have a lot. We can do a little bit of like a boop boop,
back
like a
and forth. Yeah.
popcorn
Okay.
style. Yeah.
So, Shayne is still showing stroke symptoms. It appears to be a stroke, not a TIA or minor stroke. We finally had an MRI, and now we are just waiting for the results to know what caused the stroke, where it is. He still has weakness on his left side, and he's tired. And all of this has made me feeling griefy and really tired. And it's also like because of that, I think it's triggered like an endo flare up. I've been
Mm.
just so exhausted and in so much pain, like crazy pain. And I never bleed on my period. Like I'm on an IUD and I've been spotting and oh, my body is just in a bit of chaos right now. And it
Yeah.
has a lot to do with my mental health. And so I've just this week specifically, I was at a yoga retreat last week, which I'll update on in a bit. But yeah, this week I've just been exhausted. But it's okay because I work for myself and I know what I need to do, and I've canceled plans and I'm resting. And right now I'm, popping Advils and I have a heating pad, and we're waiting for results for Shayne, and we're just gonna continue on.
So you're living in that limbo period, and it makes sense that you would not like with everything going on and then just like that unknown, it makes sense your body's like, oh, what do I do?
Yeah,
Let's
and like
freak
I'm
out.
about to leave, right, for a
Yeah.
month. So, but anyways, I really hope I ordered a travel heating pad, and I really hope it shows up before I get on that airplane.
What time is
I
your
don't
air?
know. Oh, my
Oh,
airplane, I leave here at 5. Like leave my house at 5 on Sunday, and it says it's coming on Sunday. So, who knows?
5 a.m. or 5 p.m.?
PM.
Okay. Well, we have time. It's possible.
Okay. Well, everyone, watch my social media to see if my magic heating pad showed up or if I don't. What's going on with you, sister?
Well, this is like on the theme of pelvis. I don't think I told you this. I'm almost graduated from pelvic floor physio. I had an appointment this week and I'm doing well. So the surgery helped, and yeah, I'm gonna go one more time in a couple months, but I'm almost a graduate of pelvic
You,
floor.
are you doing exercises at home?
A little bit, but I think it's because I do a lot of Pilates too, that I'm like focusing a lot on that area and core strengthening, that it's helping. Um, but that's exciting. That was like a little nugget that I didn't tell Blair I was going to talk about, but then her talking about her pelvis made me want to
That's okay.
share.
You don't.
I don't know. Okay, what else? Well, Kooky Alana had another call with a pet psychic. So months ago, when I first got Lenny, I had a pet psychic, but originally I had booked this particular one. Her name is Lauren Bode of animaltalk.ca, the sweetest woman. And it was a 10-month wait. because I think the way I discovered her was TikTok, like everyone else, and everyone just booked. So I'm going to share a little bit of highlights and some interesting facts. So Molly's really connected to her emotions. That's what she told the lady. And like she loves me, but like we knew that. Um, she threw Lenny under the bus. First, she goes, I have a boyfriend. But I don't know if she said new boyfriend or boyfriend because then the Lauren was like, do you have, did you get her a friend? And I'm like, I did. And she was like, is it a boy? I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay. So she was asking me if she was telling me that she got a new boyfriend, and I wasn't sure if she meant you got a new boyfriend. I would have been like, that's news to me. Anyways, Lenny is her boyfriend. He's nice and quiet, but sometimes he bullies her. And an hour before the call, he bullied her. Um, she said he needs to be groomed better, and also said that he needs to cover his pee. And that the night before, I found like a pee on a shirt I like keep in the bathroom in case I decide to plop my hair. And I guess it was Lenny, unless Molly was lying. But she did tell the lady that she had a tummy ache and that is because she has this thing called BD. She has IBD. Anyways, fast forward a week, and she's in a flare. So I took her to the vet and she's maybe on the mend. She was, but now her appetite's being weird again. But she's chilling on the porch because it's probably one of the last porch days. So yeah, I did another pet psychic. Highly recommend.
So you've now done two. Which one was better?
I feel like they were very different. This one, I think because I have the recording of this one. The other one there was a malfunction, so I've listened to it a couple times and just like this woman's demeanor is just really, really sweet. I've sent it to Blair. She probably hasn't listened,
No.
but it's just like really, really sweet. So I would book with her. I would book with both again, but I would definitely book with her again, especially because she's Canadian, so keeps it local. The other woman was fantastic though too. Um, but it just makes me like wish I could
Well, maybe you
like
can.
read. Maybe I can. Maybe like it's like a sense in the body.
Well, I think there's probably ways to train and to tune in.
Totally. And maybe I have that capacity. I probably do. Um,
What I love about cats is that they're like natural healers and that their purr frequency like heals, like it's a healing frequency.
yeah.
Walking around with Teddy on my uterus.
Oh my gosh. It was this morning. Cats are the best. I woke up, Molly was like beside me purring, and then Lenny was like on top of me purring. I was like, well, I guess I needed it.
Yeah. I love that. So how's Molly doing today? How's her health?
Well, she was being weird again with food, but I have a couple tricks up my sleeve that I'm gonna try after this call and see if they work. Otherwise, she goes back on Tuesday anyway.
You keep the lights on at the vet. Like your visits alone pay the vet salary.
Oh my gosh, I'm there so often, and then I actually am in a fight with Trupanion, the pet
I
insurance
was just gonna say
company right now.
Trupanion, or why aren't you sponsoring this podcast?
Why aren't you sponsoring this podcast? And also, why aren't you sponsoring Molly?
Wait, what do you mean you're in a fight with them? Tell us more.
Well, so I wrote that she had IBD as the thing, and I guess I never wrote that before. So they treated it like it was a new condition. And I was on the phone with them and chatting with them, and I was like, no, like I've submitted for this 25 plus times. I've counted under various things like pancreatitis, vomiting, whatever. And so now I have to submit an appeal. So the vet's going to have to reach out because it's like, I've already paid thousands of dollars for this issue. I'm not paying another $250 deductible.
Oh, I see. So it's a deductible dispute.
It's a deductible dispute, yes. So hopefully we win. Um, or yeah. So
Yeah.
Trupanion, if you're listening, or if someone who works at Trupanion, Molly Kaplan has long-standing tummy issues. Should I just write tummy issues next time? I think I will.
Um, you all keep us updated on the Trupanion fight.
I sure will.
So I was at a yoga retreat and it was amazing. Like I I do a lot for myself, but not like fully for myself. It's always like tagged on to business stuff or family stuff. And many months ago, I decided I wanted to go to this yoga retreat, and it was just like one of the first times in a long time that I was going somewhere, not speaking, not facilitating for not for business, but just for me. And yeah, I went with a couple girlfriends, and I met some other really great friends. And what was really cool about being there is like I wanted to be offline 100%. I wasn't. Like I was just behind
Hmm.
in some work stuff because of what happened with Shayne and I obviously wanted to stay in touch with Shayne. And so I wasn't fully offline, but I spent a lot of time offline. I spent a lot of time with my phone in airplane mode so I can use it as a camera. And I think because of that, I had a lot of ideas of like content to write about, which I love because, like I want my main focus to be writing and speaking, like my career moving forward. Like that's what I really have this passion to do in any capacity of those things. And
Hmm.
I had this idea and it came to me during dinner and then I like reflected on it and wrote about it on Substack. And I'll share the link in the show notes, but it was this idea, this concept of what if in our email signature, maybe instead of or along with our like professional designations, we included our mental health
Diagnoses.
diagnoses. And so I changed my signature and I added four.
Oh, legit.
Like I legit changed my signature, my email
Okay.
signature. It says Blair, well, it's whatever's in the Substack post. It's Blair Kaplan Venables, founder of Global Resilience Project, ADHD, PMDD, depression and anxiety.
That's really funny.
No one's really noticed, but I've changed, yeah, so I've changed my email signature and I shared this article on Substack, but also on my social media, my Instagram, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, and I've gotten so much feedback about like, how this could really just normalize mental health even
Hmm.
further. So, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting. Like, and then it's like, well, how far do you want to take it? Do I also put like endo and like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of an interesting concept of like not hiding what we're going through and like what if we, open up and we use these in signatures like pronouns in a way or like on Zoom. So like maybe today like my ADHD is really bad. Maybe I put Blair Kaplan Venables ADHD and so like when you see me fidgeting, it's like, oh yeah, okay, she has ADHD. Instead of you being like Blair's not paying attention, it's like actually no, it's just my ADHD. And like
Hmm.
would the world be kinder to one another?
Maybe. I mean, I think I'm of two minds of this. Like, I
Yeah,
think it's
tell me.
wonderful. And I think of also like the kids that I've worked with in the past, or some who are very seeking of
Or wait, hold on. Are these kids
diagnoses.
that have email signatures?
I don't know, they will.
Because I'm just talking about like adults, like in the adult world. But keep going.
Yes. I just think of like teens who are so seeking of like identity and trying to identify with something they may or may not have. So I could see them if they were to use it, it would be like 20 words long.
Well, maybe there's like a
Would
limit of like what's acceptable, like your top five.
You're making the rules as we go.
Yeah,
Or
like
maybe you
top
have to
five.
be, maybe your brain has to be fully developed first.
Yeah.
So, because that's when like diagnoses, I think, well, no, that's not true. There's diagnoses you can get. But I think it's great.
It's like
And
getting a new award. It's like, ah, I just got a new diagnosis. He's gonna add
I
it to my
know
signature.
mine would be Alana Kaplan, MSW, RSW, anxiety, comma, query ADHD from sister.
Query?
Query, like
Like,
Query.
well, what's Curie 80? Oh, like,
I query if I have
oh,
ADHD.
I thought you meant like your ADHD is
Or
making
like
you
when people are
queer.
getting like degree, like their PhD or M
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's like it says candidates, maybe it's ADHD candidate.
Yeah. Alana, you need to update your personal signature on Gmail. I
My
expect a
personal one.
full update. ADHD candidate. That's so good. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because like I have changed it and I don't like this tells me like are people seeing it? Like I put the screenshot of the signature in my Substack, but then I just
Yeah.
changed it. And I'm waiting to see if like anyone's gonna say anything or notice it. It's only been what's today's Friday, like it's only been a week, 5 days, but I'm keeping it. Like it's there. And I don't know, and it's opened up some dialogue about like standing in your power and like why not
Yeah.
be proud of it? Like it's my superpower. Like I'm not proud of my endo, but that's not really a mental health diagnosis. That's like more of a
But it
physical.
does impact your mental
But
health.
yeah, it does. But that's like my PMDD, my
That is
depression,
true.
my anxiety. So like for me, it's like, well, this is all who I am and it's all of these are all of me. So anyways, if you're out there, I invite you to change your email signature and add in some
Even
more.
if you're a candidate,
Yeah, even if you're a
candidate.
candidate, let us know
Yeah.
how that goes. Something that I put on here that we should talk about, we both can talk about it, is like because this episode is being recorded now, but when it's out, I'm already in Australia and it's
Hmm.
November, which is
The
grief
start of grief
season.
season.
We need a theme song like you have for, okay, hold on, side quest. Could you sing your theme song for Lenny and
Yeah.
Molly? Lenny and Molly.
The best of friends. They don't know it yet, but they're gonna be friends. We've got Lenny the Goo and Molly Moo. One is cute and the other is too. The last lines need a lot of
Okay,
work.
wait. So, but you're so good at theme songs. We need one for grief season.
Yeah.
Okay, so grief season is here. It's November. Let's talk about grief season. Why the heck is it grief season? Well, I'd say grief for us, like for me, and Alana, you can speak to it too. For me, November is really hard. December is like semi-hard. January is hard. February fucking sucks.
And then March is
And
like
then like, like
March isn't great.
or April, May, June,
Yeah. April's okay.
July,
May, June sucks.
August.
July to October is our
Or
like good
thrive.
period.
We thrive.
We
Okay, so
thrive.
so grief season really though is I'd say like November to February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
March for me, but no February.
Yeah, so November. Well, November is when I suffered a miscarriage. It's our dad's birthday. He'd be
Hmm.
70 this year. And
Wild.
it's when Dave, my father-in-law, died.
Yeah. And it's when
Maybe
mom
maybe
started.
that's why my endo and my cramps are so bad. Like maybe my body's like remembering because the body keeps score, right? And
Could
like
be.
maybe it's I'm having some somatic shit happening.
Blair Kaplan, comma, somatic shit's happening.
No, I've already capped out my five.
Oh, you could
Um,
swap.
okay, yeah, so grief month. So like what's really crazy is like right now when you're watching this, I'm actually on a grief trip. So I
Hmm.
co-facilitate grief trips with Rachel from Happy Grieving. We went to Bali in the spring and now we're doing a grief trip in Australia. And I think it's really beautiful that I actually get to be amongst other grievers, holding space, co-facilitating during two of these like really intense dates. And that I don't I mean I wouldn't be alone anyways, but that like I'm around people in a safe container. So like November 3rd
Hmm.
is a really hard day. Like the
Yeah.
miscarriage was extremely devastating. And then like I don't know how you and I are going to celebrate Dad's birthday because of the time
It's
zone
going to be on
difference.
different days.
Yeah, we can celebrate twice. We'll have to
Yeah.
figure out a time to FaceTime because what we've Alana and I've talked about this before, but the continuing bonds theory about like, keeping the, traditions and relationship after someone is gone. And one of them with like the ritual we do is we usually like get a dessert and light a candle for our parents on their birthdays. Our mom gets a
Hmm.
special cake, our dad gets whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's gonna be good to be with, fellow grievers on
Hmm.
those days. What are you doing?
His
Oh.
namesake wanted to come say hi.
Oh yeah, Lenny Jr.
Lenny's here.
So Alana, like,
It-
what do you do to protect yourself in grief season or prepare for grief season?
It's a lot of self-care. And right now, part of that is like comfort shows. So I have a roster of comfort
Hey,
shows.
what are they?
Okay. Well, typically Broad City. Um, Grey's Anatomy was, but that's like an every other year comfort show because it's a long one.
What do you
Summer
mean it's a long one?
House
You mean you do the whole season?
series.
Oh my God, Alana. Yeah,
Uh,
Grey's Anatomy's. She's take that one on
and
the
then
roster.
Summer House is usually
So
on
you're not
the
just
roster.
watching a show, you're starting it from the beginning and like rewatching a whole series.
Well, Broad City, I do both. Summer House, I usually start from season three. Um, but what I'm doing right now also is watching Survivor from the beginning. I think I've mentioned it before. I've set myself a goal that I need to watch all seasons before season 50 airs in February, assuming it airs in February. And I'm at season 22 right now. So I do a lot of that. I do a lot of this, which is cuddling my cats. I protect myself. I go to Pilates, like moving my body is very important. And um, I'm such a, like an introvert. I like to spend a lot of time like at home on my couch, but I have to sometimes it takes a lot of effort. Make sure to like see people I care about. That's how I protect myself. And then I like look at pictures, let myself cry. Um, that's my grief season. And then we go on grief week.
Well, we're not there yet. We're
No,
just
that's
talking
in a few
November.
months.
We're just
Oh,
talking.
November. November is the start of the like comfort shows.
Oh yeah.
How about you? Aside from
Um,
going on a trip.
Move my body, I journal, depending on how I'm feeling and what I'm doing, seeking mental health support from a professional,
Oh, yes.
asking for help when I need it. Can't like this week's been really hard. Maybe it's grief, maybe well it is. It's stuff with it's I'm canceling plans. Like I put myself first. Like
Hmm.
canceling plans. Like yesterday I ended up horizontal for the whole afternoon. Um Sleep and rest are really important for me. Um, Listening to music, not watching too much TV. I'm the other way when like um, I'll watch TV, but I won't binge. I won't binge watch. I will try and do more like reading and getting off the screen or more like arts and crafts.
Hmm.
This year's going to be different. Like I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be in Australia for most of November and then on the way home from to celebrate Grief Month, on the way home from my grief trip, we're going to a grief conference. Alana and I are going to end well in LA and then Grieftastic and probably some other grief events and
I'm so
filming
excited.
for a documentary about grief. So like we are like doing Grief Month I am doing Grief Month in style and Alana and I are really honoring Grief Month by doing some griefy gal activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every year it's different. And like I guess it just depends on what's going on in my life. Like the last few years have been heavy, but I'm also in currently managing a situation right now too.
Yeah.
So like it's
You're
just
in it.
I'm
And
in
it's
it. So
like,
layers. There's just lots of layers and yeah. I mean, I'm really happy. Like, I'm solar powered. And again, Alana and I have talked about this on our old podcast and this podcast. Like, it's way better to be warm and sad than cold and sad. So, like,
hmm,
Australia, here I come. As the winter comes in Canada, I head to the biatch.
biatch.
The biatch. Okay. So, you might also be thinking, what's a grief trip? And the website's grieftrips.com. And I come in as a co-facilitator, but there's trips around the world and which provide a safe container to explore and heal grief with like-minded people and exploring different parts of the world. So we also have a trip coming up in February, which is the end of grief season for me. Maldives. I'm going to the Maldives, and you can come too. Anyone listening and Alana, but Alana can't because we also have our own grief week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, I mean, what else is going on with you? How's your work?
it's work is work.
You still love anxiety?
I still love anxiety. Oh, we were talking about this in your course.
Oh
Blair
yeah,
does a wonderful grief course if you're
oh.
interested. The
Well, I'll
next
talk about
cohort's
that.
in.
I'll talk about that in a second. But
Yeah.
so let's back up. We're sitting around at Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, catching up, and someone asked Alana about her job and like she was working in palliative, and Alana goes, "I love death."
Well, because everyone always like the reaction's always like, oh, it's like so
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
I'm like, I love working with death.
No, but you're like, I love death.
I do.
But that's what
Not
you
for
said.
me. I said that.
Yeah, you okay. And then so now her new job works more with anxiety than death.
Yeah, I
And
still have a
she
little
also
a
said
sprinkle. I have a sprinkle of death still.
so Alana and I were doing a Q&A for my training course, which I'll talk about in a second. And she goes, I love anxiety.
I do. Anxiety and like death and dying are like the areas I'm passionate about. Um, and yeah, so oh, this is a fun little thing. So
Mm,
where I'm working now, it's part of like a big hospital system. And um, if you need any furniture for your office, there's like this person you call. And someone was telling me yesterday that they went to go like look to see. And so I was like, well, I want to go do that and see what I can find. I love little like things. So I emailed and she was like, okay, like you can come by. This is how you get there. It was like all the way around the big hospital system, up on this floor that like only like certain people get access to. And it's like a big warehouse of just like ghosts of furniture past. And then she's like a little office in the corner. Um, and I was like, I need a side table because I got an espresso off of Marketplace, so I don't keep buying Starbucks every day. And I found a little side table, and that was really exciting. That was like my excitement today.
oh, us Kaplan sisters.
We're
Alana
so
got a
different.
new side table from the
For
hospitals.
free. Molly's
Free.
here.
Um,
Can you
so
hear
yeah,
her purring?
no. So just to wrap up, I guess the course, like,
Yeah.
so I just finished running the first cohort of the Navigating Grief. Sorry, it's the Grief and Resilience Expert Certification course where I certify you in the Navigating Grief framework. And anyone can take this. You can be a griever, you can be a mental health professional, a human, doesn't really matter. We had an occupational therapist, a psychologist, teacher, publisher of a magazine, dentist, to name a few, people who are looking at entering the grief space as a career. And we just wrapped up, and it was 6 weeks, and it was amazing. We had guest experts, including Alana. We had someone specialized in ambiguous grief. We had a grief therapist out of New York. We had a third generation medicine woman. And it was just such a beautiful training. And the feedback I've been getting is amazing, where I'm training you in this framework that I created, which is all based on neuroscience. And I don't believe there's anything like it out there. And what's really cool is this is something to layer on to all the other grief work that has been done, the other frameworks that exist out there, the other processes and systems. And so we're going to do it again in January. And it's going to be a faster model. It's going to be twice a week for 3 weeks starting January 6th. So it's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays for 3 weeks, and it's going to be live classes, audio lessons, exercises, guest experts, and yeah. So I'll put that link in the show notes because it's going to be limited spots available. But I'm really excited that we're gonna actually I get to promote this at Grieftastic, which is like a scholastic book fair for grief, and it happens right after Endwell. And I'm just like really excited about it because when I have been doing this training, it is so fulfilling and also like I just love it because I know that this is what carried me through my crazy season of grief. And
Hmm.
also because I live and breathe this framework, navigating Shayne's health right now, my nervous system has stayed in check. Not my endo, but almost everything else. Like I'm a completely different person navigating this than I did like last time. Like I'm
For sure.
like it's like I'm a whole different person. So like I'm a living, breathing example of this framework. So thank you for
Oh
the
yeah,
for
you
the
are.
for the kind words about that, sister.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, you get to experience me if you do it.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think that's a pretty good update for today. Yeah.
I think
Covered a
so.
lot of things. It's grief season, if you're like, how can I support the Kaplan sisters during grief season? I don't know. Maybe you send us gift cards. Maybe you join our Patreon, which is going to be activated soon because we're working on a TV show and we're starting to take you guys behind the scenes if you are part of our Patreon. So,
Hmm.
that's about it today. Any final words?
Nope, this is where I usually start to lose it.
Well, thank you for tuning into another episode. Alana, shut your. We need just a pre-recorded exit.
We do.
We'll just like
Okay, you got it.
you got it.
Okay. I don't know your spiel. You're the
Do
calm
your
in the
spiel. Do
storm.
yours. You get to wrap it. Alana, we've been podcasting for like 4 years.
I know.
You can do it. I believe in you. Alana, everyone
Okay.
pay attention. Alana's going to wrap this episode.
Thank you for joining us.
That was
On
pretty
an,
good. It's like you can do better.
I wasn't done, but the laughs came.
Here, I'll turn my camera off.
Okay. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Resilient AF. This is a reminder that you are resilient.
Good job. Thanks, everyone. That's a wrap for another episode of Resilient AF with Blair and Alana. And thank you for listening. Are you feeling inspired to bounce forward?
Let's connect at theglobalresilienceproject.com, where you can read many stories of resilience, buy our books, shop our clothing line, learn more about how to strengthen your resilience muscle, be empowered, and more.
Remember, friends, you are Resilient AF.